Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Big Kevin Garage here, and I'm Big Kevin. Back with another video for today. Today we got a few things that we're gonna try to get done today. I'm thinking about replacing the tail lights in old blue. Not that the old ones are in bad shape. Well, I guess they kind of are, but um, we gonna do it. We gonna do it. We're gonna replace since we replaced the headlight bezels. We're gonna replace the tail lights. We're gonna get some new tail lights in there. Um, yeah, that's gonna be the next thing that we're gonna work on old Project Blue. Um, excuse me. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna be working on. Um, hold on a second. Uh, so tail lights is gonna be. I don't know if these are those or not. I'm not really sure. Let me see what we got here. See what we got. These may be them. The place is a little dusty where I've been getting a little work in here done. So it's a little dusty in here. It's okay because we getting the old tool shed, the old workshop, we getting it together. And you guys can check out the video that I got on YouTube. The transformation, I think that's the right word, of the old tool shed, of the old workshop. See what we got here. Think these may be them. This may not be that. No, that's not that. I got so many boxes around here. I hadn't had time to get none of this stuff open and looked at to see what I got going on here. Let's see. This may be them. See what we got here. Doesn't really say, but I think this is it. Are you in there? Yes, this is it. This is it. Some old tail lights. Now, before we get into that, I had a gentleman to come up to me and say, hey, are you that fella that I seen on YouTube that's been putting the old vehicle, the old blue vehicle back together? I said, why, yes, that's me, Big Kevin. He said, yeah, you're putting that old vehicle back together and been working on it, and you call it your project and everything. And I was like, yes, sir. He said, well, I could guarantee you wouldn't drive that thing 500 miles. Wait, what? He said, yeah, I guarantee you, you wouldn't drive that thing 500 miles. And I said, well, sir, if you watch my videos, my video on Old Blue, I would tell you that I just got the vehicle back. I haven't had the vehicle that long, you know? Not that I owe you an explanation, but since you brought it to my attention and you're thinking that, hey, I won't drive it 500 miles. Yes, I will. I will drive it 500 miles and more. But I'm trying to put it back together to where it's road worthy. I'm not just going to get out here on the highway and not know what the vehicle is capable of doing. I'm not going to do that, sir. But I got a trip coming up pretty soon, and I think Old Blue will be up to the task. So, with that being said, keep watching my videos, sir, and you will see me. And I'm going to take you people, I'm going to take you guys along with me on that journey. And it's going to be 500 miles in Old Blue. I'm not going to reveal the destination that we're going to be going, but it's going to be 500 miles, maybe a little bit more. Now, back to what I was saying. Taillights. Once again, they're not like the headlights. They didn't come with any bulbs. So we're going to have to use the bulbs that we already have, which that's fine. That's okay. We can do that. Made in China. Okay. All right. Looks good to me. And look, ladies and gentlemen, and some boys and girls, I am not spending a lot of money. A lot of these parts that I am getting are off of Amazon. These are aftermarket parts. These are not genuine GM parts. So these parts are fairly cheap. I mean, nowadays, you're going to spend a little bit of money. Nobody, yeah, can you go to the junkyard and the salvage yard and get your parts? Yeah, of course you can, if that's what you want to do. But I don't want to do that. I'm just going on Amazon, finding the parts that I'm looking for, and they are fairly cheap. They are not astronomical, because if they were, I wouldn't be buying them. I would probably go to the salvage yard and get them. But since they're not that bad, hey, I'm just going on Amazon and getting these parts. So you can do the same thing too with your vehicle. You can go to Amazon, and which is what a lot of people do, to get these parts. So don't think that, hey, I'm out here spending tons of money. I'm doing this the most economical way that I possibly can, because I'm not filthy rich. I work a 9 to 5. So don't think that I'm spending tons and tons of money on my vehicle. Okay. This is an older vehicle, and the money that I'm spending is not that much. So don't I just figure I had to say that. I mean, I didn't have to, but I just did. But anyway, back to the task at hand. We are going to be replacing these tail lights. and it's heating up out there. It's been raining, so I'm getting a late start. Uh, which it shouldn't take long to do. So um, we're gonna go ahead and get set up out there, and we're gonna get started taking out those tail lights and see what we got going on. So I'm gonna get you guys set up outside, and with that being said, I'm gonna get back with you guys. Okay, we're back. You may not be able to see, but these tail lights have seen better days. I mean, they got cracks. They kind of cracked there a little bit. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and get them replaced. Um, and just just enhance the looks of Old Blue. Old Blue have come a long way, and she still got a little bit further to go. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started tearing these things out. Yeah, I got a trip coming up. Um, soon. I got a trip coming up soon, and the host of that trip is going to be Old Blue here. She's going to take me there, and she's going to bring me back. That's the plan. That is the plan, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. We got something here that I wasn't expecting. So I'm going to have to take this little strip off. Yeah. I'm going to have to take this little strip off right here to put on there. God. Woo. Boy, this down south. This down south weather. Something else. Let me tell you. It is smoking guns down here. The rain came, and it rained hard this morning. And it was something else. Now that the sun didn't come back out, come on, be gentle. Now that the sun has come back out, it is smoking. The humidity is on 10,000. Okay, there's the bulbs. They look fine. I don't see no issues with them. So we're going to just ride with the bulbs that we have. Let's see. Which one? Switch. Not that one. It may be this one. Yeah. As I was saying, I got a trip coming up, and we are going to, I got a little bit of time, so I gotta get old Blue up to part. Gotta get an oil change. Just a few little doodads here and there. Now, these taillight assemblies did not come with bulbs, so and you can, if I'm not mistaken, I'm not for sure, but you can get them with bulbs. But these particular ones that came without them, so we do not have bulbs, but that's okay. We're going to use the ones that we have. I wasn't having any issues with them, so it should be okay. Go in like so. Simple setup. This is very simple to do. And we are going to get it done. This is not a very good screwdriver. Oh, me. Should have dug in the pile and found me a better screwdriver. But I think I can get it to work. Oh, that's not going to work. Let's see. I got another screwdriver in here. In my old tool bag. No. Whew. It is smoking out here. Good grief. Whew. Good old Tennessee heat. No. Let's see. All right. Got one. Yes, it is smoking out here today. All right. Now, let's see. Any other time, I probably need to clean that up a little bit. So I think I am. I'm gonna just clean that out a little bit, and before I put these in, and just clean that up a little bit and make it look a little bit neater. That's what I'll do. So with that being said, y'all give me a few minutes to get that cleaned up, and I'll be right back with you guys. Okay, I'm back. I got it cleaned up a little bit here. Not perfect, but it's better than what it was. We're gonna go ahead and get that tail light installed in here. I'm kind of doing this prematurely because I wanted to put um I wanted to put that that patina oil or whatever it is on here first, but since I'm kind of running low on time, I'm not going to be able to get around to doing that just yet. So that may be done after I get back from the trip that we're going to take Old Blue on. So we're just going to go ahead and get it in there. I can always it, I can either tape it off or just simply just take them back out, because it was easy to take them out. Didn't take long to take them out. So yeah, that's what we'll do. Let's see. Plug this in like so. These bad boys line back up. Very, very simple to do. This is not nothing that requires any special kind of tools to do. Once again, screwdriver. Simple screwdriver. So all it takes is a simple screwdriver, ladies and gentlemen. Snug them in a little bit. You ain't got to over tighten them. And tail lights have been replaced. That looks good to me. Perfect fit. I got one other side to do. I'm gonna jump on that side and get that done. I'm not gonna bore you guys with that, but because you saw me do this one, so that one's gonna be the same as putting that one in. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and get that taken care of, and then I'll be back with you guys. Now, I said I wasn't gonna bore you guys with that, but I figured I'd go ahead and film it anyway. It is a scorcher out here today. I know y'all heard me say that already, but I can't help but to repeat it. Whoa, 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 whoa. That one's broken. See, and that's what I'm saying. You have to be careful with some of this stuff because they are very brittle. Made in the USA. It's got a little rain. This one's kind of cracked a little bit worse than the other one was. But let's go ahead and get it done. Let's get it done. Old Blue I still got some more things I gotta do. I got a couple of, like I said, I got some time to try to get everything done that I need to get done. We got to get oil change. I think I mentioned that I need to check the oil in the differential on this thing because I don't think it has ever been checked. I don't know if I'll be able to do that or not. I don't know. I should be able to. I'm gonna try. And if I can't, I got a gentleman that can. That's a pretty good friend of mine. He's a mechanic and he does all my mechanical work for me. That the things that I can't do. Ooh. Now, last that I checked, all the bulbs on here was working, so there's no need for me to replace them. Once again, get this little area here cleaned up. Tied it up a little bit. Right. As you can hear the train blowing its horn, letting people know that it's coming through. Once again, like so, line up your little screw holes there. Gotta watch out for the old shin buster. I was gonna kind of wait on these, as I was saying earlier, but I'm gonna have to go ahead and kick it in a little bit and try to get some of this stuff done because I ain't gonna be able to not go ahead and get it done because I got other projects that I'm working on and I got to get some of this stuff done. This trip come up and I got to get old Blue ready for that. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn it up a notch. Try to get some of these things knocked out. Got that in there nice and tight. Plug in like so. I mean, you can't get it wrong. Um, there's only one way that it's gonna go in there, so you ain't got to worry about getting it wrong. Yeah, this old rig done come a long ways, and she's got a little bit farther to go. But I'm pretty confident in this vehicle. It has it has taken, of course, I've said this in the other video, the very first video that's got all of this started in the first place. But it has taken my daughter to college 8 years in a row, my son back and forth to high school. For the last year, I think it was his senior year. My wife, after she had somebody after she her car got totaled, so she had to drive it until she got her vehicle replaced, and then I got it. And I guess I'm just trying to restore it and get it back, not necessarily restore it, but at least get it back to good functioning condition. Not saying that it was in bad condition, just a lot of things that was wore out. Like this hatch, for instance. This hatch wouldn't even stand up on its own. Now you can see we took care of that. So um yeah, that's just what we doing. And let me finish this up. It's always that last one that want to give you a little bit of trouble. Like I say, don't over tighten these because you can break this plastic. Just put a little snug on them. That's that. Now we got new tail lights. Nothing too fancy, but it looks better than what it did. I'll take that. I'm gonna get you guys off the stand, and I'll just give you a quick walk around, and I got it. And I'll say what you know what I need to say to end this video. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. Um, as you can see, we got the tail lights replaced, and if you ask me, that looks pretty good to me. I like that. I like that. Now, these bad boys right here, they're not in the worst of shape. Like you say, there's some crack in there, but I mean, they not horrible. Been on the vehicle since '05. Now, I am not going to discard these. I can probably put these on eBay because I'm sure there's a fella out there that needs this. Hey, $5, $10, $5 a piece. They not perfect. Um, but I mean, they ain't busted and disgusted. They'll still work. They'll still work. So if you anybody out there that needs some tail lights for a 2005 Chevrolet Trailblazer, hey, hit me up. Jump in the comments. You probably can get these bad boys for $5, both of them. $10 tops. So that's what we got going on, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, it's heating up out here, and I'm gonna have to get out of this sun is baking. So with that being said, always remember, ladies and gentlemen, get out in the sunlight and do something.